back with the hardest part of the ring. The hardest part of the ring. Sometimes you go over that top rope and you bang your head on the ring apron. You get delayed by American Airlines. It's the dumbest move you could be taking on the hardest part of the ring. The hardest part of the ring. Now double claps. Clap, clap. We're back, Bob Squad. We missed a week. How the hell did we watch modern wrestling without Bob bitching about it? Clap, clap. It's the hardest part of the ring. The hardest part of the ring. Ba-da-ba-da. Whoa, yay. Bushwhacking our way back after a 1 week absence on the hardest part of the ring. Thank you for joining me once again, Bob Squad. Where did you go, Bob? Bob went everywhere. Bob went around this nation. I didn't say this great nation, but around this nation on American Airlines. And what an appropriate name for American Airlines, because nothing works and everyone's a dumb asshole. Okay. I'm going to get a later date on something else. I'm going to go into more detail about my travels, but I want to get right into the wrestling right now. Yes, the fan is running. You can probably hear it. But I need to stay cool. I need to keep me cool. I need to stay calm, cool, and collected to review the Hulu edition. Hulu edition. Not limited enough commercial interruption. There are a lot of commercial interruptions in this one. Maybe someday there'll be non-commercial interruptions. Do I want to talk about the Vince McMahon stuff? Not really. If you're not aware, Vince McMahon is being investigated by the WWE Board of Directors for having sex with his paralegal 3 years ago and giving her changing her $100,000 a year job to $200,000 to paying her $3 million of his own money on that occasion to not talk about it. And she got passed on to John Laurinaitis, who allegedly, would also have sexual relations with her with his penis. So that's what's going on there. So Vince McMahon has stepped down as CEO of the WWE. Stephanie McMahon, his daughter, is the interim chairperson. I don't care. After a 10-day absence that she announced she was taking a little while back. So that's that. Glad she got some time away. I don't care anyway. Is this the first time since 1982 that Vince McMahon has not been in charge of everything? He is still head of creative, so don't worry, the show will still be bad. Don't panic. June 20th, 2022, a sad graphic up top. Referee Tim White has passed away, one of the great referees and official caretakers of Andre the Giant, which is sad to hear. And Dave Hebner passed away last week. I don't know if they did a graphic for him on any of their big shows, honestly. I do not know. Maybe they didn't, I missed it, but it was days before Tim White, so maybe SmackDown had one. I do not know the answer. We open with Bianca Belair. She is the WWE Women's Champion of Raw and Exposition. Why do they give her this much bullshit to spit out? She's got a name. She's got to welcome everyone to the show. Okay. It's like she's the host of the show. No, she's the champ. Her job is to defend her championship title. Belt. Her job is to defend the championship, not give us the rundown of the pay-per-view. Everyone on it, what kind of match they have, what the rules will be, where you can see it, Eastern Pacific Standard Time, when to subscribe to the network on Peacock, how much it costs, reading the terms of agreement thing, and make sure that audience checks accept before continuing with the promo. Holy balls! And they do this to her every time, because she spits it out very fast, because she's trying to not fuck it up, because she doesn't want to come to the back and hear you left out this important detail. You ruined the promotion for the whole pay-per-view that's not a pay-per-view that people might watch on Peacock. So it just hurts her. 5 women that all who Bianca introduced in this order: Becky Lynch, Asuka, Liv Morgan, Carmella's returned, and where'd she go? And Alexa Bliss. And the 5 of them all had microphones. Everyone gets a microphone. I hope every WWE action figure comes with a microphone accessory right now. That's the only accessory they can actually come with. Everyone should get a microphone. Even Omos should get a microphone. I mean, in theory he shouldn't, but you understand. I'm salty. dead in 10 years. Honestly, it's over. Okay, Bob, do you want to focus? I will get back to it. Then get back to it if you're not going to. Okay, fine, I will. Or I can do it. I will. Of the 5 of them, Becky Lynch, who is usually the best promo on all these shows, was not. She spat out something really fast. She told Asuka something about making Simpsons memes of herself, which was amusing. And Alexa Bliss was the best here. Was the best. Because Alexa's this latest run of the past month, I want to say a month, that she's been back on TV. She's kind of had this. It comes off like AJ and New Day had for the last couple of years. AJ Styles and New Day had for the last few years. This, we don't really care anymore. We don't want to be here. We're just going to do whatever. Dolph has it. Dolph's had for 10 years. And Alexa Bliss had it, and that's why she came off as the most natural, because she didn't give a shit. But she just came off, she insulted everyone. She said something to Carmella. She alluded to the existence of James Ellsworth. It took me a second. She said something about, didn't you need the help of a guy with no chin or something like that? Well, I don't think that's a sign he's coming back. Good God, I hope not. They brought him back once as a goof, and then he was shown his wiener to 16-year-olds or something. And Alexa didn't reference that part of it. It would be great if, yeah, Carmella, you won Money in the Bank, but didn't you do it with the help of a guy who showed his wiener to 16-year-olds? Dude, if she said that, that is the only thing on Raw we would be talking about. Instead, we are talking about 0 things from Raw. But they have this match, and Alexa was good here. She was wrestling, and which I didn't think was gonna. I thought she would just kind of lay around and sell and not do much. But these 5 ways, holy dick! And anything with more than 2 people, it's gonna be reversed as all hell. Maybe 3 really great workers on their own can work a little bit and not just reverse the shit out of everything. But usually not. And especially when it starts 4 and 5 people, basically every spot has to be spot on, if you will. And this was. There was an instance where Liv and Alexa, who are a tag team, had a friendly wrestling match in the middle of this cluster, and I'm sorry, cluster, fuck, I can say fuck, it's my channel. Fuck. They did 2 rolling spots where there's a hitting combination and one person rolls out of it over and over and over, and it's a gag spot. After a while, if you do it too many times, if you do it more than 3 times, it becomes a gag spot, because the referee just has to keep on counting, and it blows up the referee, ha ha ha, lol. They did it twice. One where Liv had, I can't think of the name of this pin, honestly. It's like a body scissors, and you roll onto your belly, so the person's on her shoulders. Anyway, Liv did that to Alexa, and then Alexa had a small package, or inside cradle, whatever the fuck, on Liv, and they did the same gag back and forth. So, both times, instead of 3 times, 2 or 3 times, they did it like 6 or 7, and it was just like, jokes on it. Because it becomes too ha-ha really fast. But that said, Alexa was on this. She should have just won a damn thing, but now she's part of a tag team that has no titles to chase for, because that's logical. And Carmella wins. Big surprise, but it's a different match. No wacky mask gimmick for Carmella that disappeared. Corey had a goofy way of explaining it away in commentary, saying that they took out insurance on her face where they can both retire if anything happens to it. So it was a little weak, but it was something, and just a throwaway line, really, to get rid of the stupid mask, which is good. Carmella and Bianca, huh? Okay. It's different. I don't know how we're doing a pay-per-view without Becky. We'll get to that later. We go to the commercial break. Not limited enough commercial break. Becky Lynch is yelling at Adam Pearce, saying, hey, I got ripped off because I was in a match and I didn't win it naturally. She's the modern woman. Bob, Jesus Christ. And Pearce says, you know what? How about you wrestle Asuka and the winner qualify for Money in the Bank ladder thingy whenever it is. I don't know if that's this Sunday. I don't know. But Becky says that's fine, and Pearce says, but it has to be tonight, and then Becky flips out for no real reason whatsoever. But I was expecting to see Seth Rollins next week, because Becky Lynch was on this. Their segments are always back to back, but the streak is broken because Vince McMahon is here. And he announces, and I'm not kidding, I wrote this down, he is here to announce that tonight is the 1,507th episode of WWE Monday Night Raw. That was an important announcement to make. It was such a milestone. The big 1,507, that's usually the milestone. I forget if that one is silver or bronze. Or, you just have sex with your paralegal. I don't know. And he says next week John Cena is going to be here, and he's stumbling. He has trouble getting through the ropes. He looks like he is going to evaporate or crumble to dust in any second. But Riddle is next. Riddle cuts a promo, and I like this version of Riddle where he's goofy and 90s stoner, which is a little annoying, but then I believe him when he gets serious, though. I mean, the guy was an MMA fighter. Was it literally? He was on a UFC reality show. I don't know if he was in the UFC. I really don't know. He probably was for a few matches, I'm sure. Anyway, he's going to wrestle Omos. Winner goes to Money in the Bank. He wrestles Omos with MVP. MVP cuts a promo as well, and they don't say anything of significant importance. Omos wins? Question mark. Goes to Money in the Bank? Question mark. So Omos will be in this latter thing instead of Riddle. I don't know. Riddle's supposed to do this pay-per-view. You have no baby faces on this show. No top male baby faces. Cody's gone. So we're going to make sure Riddle, who people still seem to mostly like, we're going to make sure he looks like a big turd. So good. So Vince is still clearly in charge. I don't think Vince likes Riddle. Seth Rollins is here, close enough. He interrupts Riddle, and he beats up Riddle and cuts a long promo. Seth does about Riddle being a loser, but why does he care? Because this has nothing to do with Seth, who I assume is in Money in the Bank already. And then Riddle nails Seth, but then Seth kicks him in the ribs, which were taped up, and does his stomp move and just beats up Riddle again. So we all just take a dump on Riddle's face, so we can have no baby faces anyone cares about. Good idea. Theory comes out for his superposed down special and says the word supposedly, which is not a word. But Lashley is behind him and spears him off the gimmick after spraying baby oil. I guess the week before that I missed. You didn't miss it. Maybe you did miss it, and you should have. They basically did the '89 Rumble Rick Rude and Ultimate Warrior pose down thing, spot for spot. Trade pose, trade pose, trade poses. People cheer for the babyface, so the babyface wins from that logic. The heel sprays the oil in the eyes and then beats the shit out of the babyface. Move for move, spot for spot. But, okay, so the next time you whine about FTR and CM Punk doing their Bret Hart matches, I just want to say, spot for spot, you did that segment. Okay. And Lashley got his revenge in Spears Theory and Norfolk. Very good. An Irish guy talks to Theory. He says, "I'm Irish." And Theory goes, "Yeah, you are." And then we move to Ezekiel and Elias are on the same screen. Clearly they have given Ezekiel some fake beard and a little computer effects to show the two of them having a lame conversation on the couch where they just say their own catchphrases. And Elias returns to give us a concert of some kind, but it gets interrupted. Kevin Owens, who says he's a liar. And then Elias hits him with Owens throws a guitar on the ramp, and Elias. Right before that, you see Ezekiel on the big screen, Titantron as it used to be called. I don't know what they call it now, just a big ass screen, saying, "Hey, you see, we're in the same place at the same time." Obviously, it's a pre-tape. Come on now. And I think they know we know, and Owens is about to address that anyway. He talks to an Irish guy, and Elias breaks the guitar over Kevin Owens' back. Hit him a little high on the neck and head, and the thing shattered very quickly, so it was gimmick to all hell. What happens next? Oh, Kevin Owens is talking to that Irish guy, and he's selling the guitar. And we were supposed to believe this backstage thing was live, and of course it was also pre-taped. Where Ezekiel comes over and says, "See, I told you, blah, 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 blah." But in this promo, Owens says, "That was done with a fake beard and named digital effects, and that Ezekiel interruption was probably a pre-tape or something." So Owens told us literally word for word, beat for beat, how the sausage was made, and I think that's what saved it for me. Owens taking the piss out of this. The guy just main evented WrestleMania, and his job is because Owens has done all the work for this Ezekiel nonsense. Gable is there, and he's wrestling Bobby Lashley, and apparently this is a gauntlet match. I didn't figure it out until Bobby beats Gable. Forget how Bobby beat Gable, honestly. I don't know if he gave him the hurt block or whatever the hell. But then, so Bobby's got to beat 3 guys in a row. We don't know who the third one is. Gee, I wonder, because there's no roster. And I'll talk about that at the end of this. Then, so Bobby wrestles Otis, and they didn't want Otis beat. because he's big. So Gable runs in and jumps Bobby. So Bobby beats Gable and he beats Otis by DQ. It beats the two of them. The third guy, obviously, is going to be Theory. And I like this finish. I love this finish to this. So we give Lashley the pin over Theory before they have a title match, a U.S. title match at Money in the Bank. And instead of doing the Hurt Lock or a spear or a big power move and big bump, whatever, Bobby is about to get hit with that ATL, Austin Theory's finisher. And instead does a cradle roll up 1, 2, 3. And he really just uses not just technical wrestling, but strength, because he's so strong. Like, why wouldn't he just be able to hold you down, as he should be able to? And he did. And he basically just powered Theory to the mat for 3. And also the roll-up instead of the big bump gives Theory the opportunity to get up and sell and show his face how pissed off he is about the whole situation. So, and tell us that Lashley can beat Theory for the U.S. title, yada yada yada. So this was great. I liked it. It's my favorite moment of the night, probably. Bianca is talking to a blonde lady in a ring in the middle of nowhere. We don't know where it is. It's a much better promo. She does have to go through all her EST stuff at the end, but again, she's taking her time a little more, and she's not a bad promo. She just shouldn't talk for too long anyway. I don't think that's what she does best. She's not like a storyteller, but if Bianca talks 2 minutes of shit, I believe Bianca, and I like it. I'm a big Bianca fan. They keep anchoring her with this. I don't know. They keep anchoring her with stupidity. Don't we have announcers? There's an Irish guy and a blonde lady. Can one of them tell us this information instead of making Bianca do everybody's job? You want Bianca to pop the fucking popcorn too? Okay, Bob. Stop. Alright. What happened next? Oh yeah, so Bianca's talking and Carmella attacks her. And I put a big frowny face to this because this was very stupid. Carmella jumps her and as Bianca's selling from 1 forearm from Carmella, who's half her size. Carmella's talking shit for way too long. She should have just said her thing and then gotten out, but whatever. Carmella walks away, and at the second Carmella walks away, Bianca stands up, shrugs it off, and looks mad. Carmella can't logically be more than 6 feet away at this point. Why doesn't Bianca chase her? Why do we keep cutting the balls off her baby faces? We like to make them all look stupid, don't we? It's not what we like about Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair gets in your face. Bianca Belair tells you what the hell is on her mind. She tells you to mind your business when you mess with hers. That's the Bianca we love. Not this Bianca. Bianca couldn't be. She's a premier athlete. Couldn't be bothered to move 6 feet and go get Carmella. Okay. Becky and Asuka, part 19 is happening. I like this Asuka-Becky match more than any other Asuka match since she's returned. And this was so different. She's wrestled best Becky like 3-4 times on Raw already. Becky jumps her in the aisle, but there's a reason to. Now they have a new revived history. And Becky is fighting out and brawling. The bell is not rung. Notice this. Take note, AEW. We're not ringing the goddamn bell because the match's got to start in the ring, and both competitors got to be ready according to the referee. At least on their feet, or okay according to the ref. Fair enough. So they're brawling, and eventually they get in the ring, and the match does start. Asuka fires up, kicks her back, and they don't do much wrestling in this. It's mostly brawling. But they're supposed to be brawling at this point. At this point, they've had a bunch of matches. They know each other's wrestling move. It should be mostly aggressive. It should be both should be more on the offensive than defensive, and trying to beat the shit out of one another because they're frustrated and sick of one another. So it was a different match they had, and it was way better. I think 2 weeks ago was the one where Becky got that weird pin where Asuka rolled in the ring and just got a weak sunset flipping pin. It was really bizarre, and the bloom was off the rose already. Asuka with a big sidekick out of nowhere wins the goddamn thing. Did not see this coming. I thought this was a surefire, easy conclusion. Becky gets to win both the Money in the Bank. So far Asuka is in the Money in the Bank. Becky Lynch is not. Let me make this note before everyone says, oh, and Asuka, this is Asuka's time. Becky's putting her over. This is yada yada yada. Do not be fooled. This is still the Becky Lynch story. Because Becky Lynch got pinned, and she show Asuka for a split second, and in the last 30 seconds before they go off the air, they're just showing Becky's reaction. So the story is not that Asuka won, the story is that Becky lost. So this is still the Becky story. Okay? Don't get too excited. Yay! Becky's doing the right thing. Shut up. Shut up. Stop it. They have to stop with Asuka's over-the-top crybaby promo on Becky. It's getting embarrassing. And Asuka, they probably love Asuka now. I don't think they loved her when she first got there from NXT. I bet you they love her now, but she just does whatever the fuck stupid thing they tell her to do. That's what they like. Yeah, everyone does what they're told to do. A bunch of non-wrestlers who know how to do it right? This show, more than ever. And boy, Sasha and Naomi did the whole show no favors. I'm not on their side. I don't give a shit. I think I said what I had to say about that already. This show showcases more than ever the fact that the roster is too thin. We lost Cody and Randy Orton at the same time. Roughly the same time. Not good. Roman never shows up to anything he doesn't want to show up to. Not good. We couldn't move. I thought you have no choice to move Riddle up. No, they moved nobody up. AJ Styles was not on the Hulu edition. I don't know what he was doing. That means Edge's group was not on the Hulu edition. I didn't see any Miz. I understand it was a Miz TV and they're still talking about his balls. Which is fine. I'm not going to judge it because I didn't see it. Maybe it was great. Maybe it was the best writing in the world to talk about his balls. For all I know, I do not know the answer. Maybe I'll seek it out. Maybe I won't. But I don't know what happened with Dana Brooke and Becky Lynch doing the 24/7 stuff. Did Becky? I think I saw on Twitter Becky won the thing and gave it back or something. Which again, for everyone, if that happened, I don't want to hear how unselfish Becky is to put everyone over because she took the pin with Dana Brooke and that one thing. If she beats her and throws her title back at it, it makes the most worthless joke title more worthless and jokey. Okay? I know we love Becky over Charlotte, but you make your own monsters sometimes, kids. And you pick your people to latch onto forever and ever. So that is that. I'm going to go check on laundry. Anything else with Vince McMahon having sex with people? Not really. It's gross. It's too old. And when you reach a certain age, you just shouldn't be happy anymore. That's what I think. Stop it. You shouldn't be happy. Okay? Alright. Anything else going on wrestling? Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this right now. I'm just going to go on my browser. And, how does Axl Rose search the internet? How does Axl Rose search the internet? With his browser. Okay. Money in a Bank 2022. I googled it. July 2nd, Saturday. Oh, fuck me. I'm kind of actually busy on that day. Maybe I'll watch it Sunday. I could fast forward the entrances. How about that? Is that this? No, that's the week after. Well, I don't have to watch it this week. That's good. When is SummerSlam? Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm just doing this on the air. SummerSlam 2002. July 30th. That's weird. It's an early SummerSlam. SummerSlam's usually in the middle of August. It's July 30th this year on a Saturday. That means it's exactly 4 Saturdays after Money in the Bank. And I don't know if they have an August pay-per-view or it's just the first week of September or something like that. Maybe like a Labor Day gimmick or something. Hoping you'll use that day and take the time. Oh yeah, the Theory pose down thing was clearly setting up Theory and Cena, which is the rumor. I don't know if that's confirmed, but the rumor is Cena versus Theory for the U.S. title, which gives away the finish for Theory and Lashley Money in the Bank. And Theory did mention Cena, of course, and they, right after Mr. McMahon says Cena's going to wrestle here soon or whatever the hell. Sure enough. Here we go. It's that. Okay. So, just let us be surprised. We're not so stupid to not figure it out a mile away. So there'll be no surprise when I say it's a surprise. Okay. Oh God, I hate wrestling. Thank you for listening to the hardest part of the ring. Hey, the hardest part of the ring. Sometimes bye.